Hello, this is Maya from Pegasus with my Edmodo profile. What you can see here is a short bio, information about my professional experience, and some background information on my education. Pedro encouraged me to share my experience with the University of Oregon and my web skills course that I graduated from in 2015. With this course, I have an academic blog that I would like to share with you. This blog actually is a journal of everything that I have studied during my 10 weeks course with the American University. It's about building teaching skills through the interactive web. So if you are interested in deepening your knowledge about how to implement web tools in your teaching, feel free to have a gander. As a final project of my building teaching skills through the interactive course, I have created a website. This is a Google site, and my research and focus was on helping intermediate students to speak English fluently. If you want to have a look at this website, I encourage you to do so. This is though created in the old version of Google sites. Now they have updated the platform and it's pretty neat, and I think it looks better than the old version, but I'm sharing what I have with you now. Now, under classes, I have the levels I teach and I have color-coded them. This color coding has been something that I've been using for ages. And I teach 4 levels in Pegasus. 2 of them are for primary school. The second 2, late intermediate and intermediate high, are for high school students mainly. So let's go into one of these levels. This is my late intermediate high level. Late intermediate high students have been studying English for over 10 years and they are moving to the B2 level of English. What I have done here is organized my topics into units. First, I have put the names of the units. What I have done next is organize my units into subfolders, and my plan is to include subfolders for each and every lesson I will be teaching in that unit. In order for my organization to be neater and the view to be better, I have experimented with the coding of the folders, and I have realized that the view gets better if I include this 01 for the unit, and then I include the number of the lessons that I'll be teaching. So 1 and 2 on the topic of success, and my third lesson for this unit will be mold your failure. I have also set up a 00 unit, which is my introductory unit. I like to start each and every year with an introductory unit. Sometimes they are just 1 class, sometimes they can last for up to 4 classes. It really depends on the level. Let's click on the life map and see what I have created there. I have put a warm-up discussion. I usually start even my paper-based classes with a warm-up discussion. Edmodo will help me here to see actually the process of writing, so it will be like a writing drill, this warm-up discussion, and it will help my students focus when giving answer to the questions. I always illustrate my warm-up discussion questions with my own examples to kind of give direction to my students how and what to think and share. Let's go back to this 00 thingy. I have created under the life map 2 subgroups. One is for student A, the other one is for student B. Let's click on student A. These subgroups are actually a pair work activity. So student A has 1 set of questions, student B will have another set of questions. In my introduction to the questions, I have given directions to my students what I expect them to do. And after they interview each other, which is quite a long and interesting interview, I will invite them to go back to the live map and to actually do the post-interview discussion. So that would probably conclude my first introductory class with my late intermediate high. In the unit success, I have posted a note, like a teaser, what we will be discussing in this unit. And then in the first lesson, I've decided to start with a vocabulary presentation. So I have included link to the Quizlet. I'm here also including instructions for my students on how I expect them to use the Quizlet and what I expect them to do after they reach the all done part to prove to me that they have covered everything. After we are done with the Quizlet and vocabulary presentation, we might do a Kahoot or Quizlet Live. But afterwards, we will be doing a listening quiz, which is a lecture on success with 16 questions, true-false questions, multiple choice questions, fill in the gaps questions and stuff like that. All the material for the listening quiz is in my library. Since I have mentioned the library, let's go there. I would like you to have a look at my library and the way I have organized it. So this is my library organized in folders and stuff, and I'm going to go to my intermediate high folder, and this is what I have done. I have included the same folders or subgroups as in my class. In my unit 1, I have included a subfolder for my lesson, and here I plan to keep my links and my audios and my PowerPoints for easier access. Finally, let's take a look at my other classes, but before we do that, I forgot to mention the poll that I have put in my Unit 1 Success as an intro to the topic. That is another activity that I have included in that lesson. Another thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning was the introductory note to my class. So I have included this introductory note to the class together with the links on how to set their profile, how to make posts and turn in assignments. I'm asking each and every level or Edmodo class to be kind to one another and to use proper language. So if we click on my other classes, you will see that the setup is pretty much the same. I have the ID of the class here, I have the introductory note here, and in this corner you can see my subgroups organized into units, the names of the units. Here I have added some of the activities that I have created for my students for this particular unit. This is once again a subgroup for student A and subgroup for student B. It's a pair work activity. Here I have added a document where they need to do the pair work activity. If we take a look at my major seniors, you will see that I have done a similar organization there. Again, I begin with my intro class and I have included the names of the modules. In my pre-major senior, color-coded in green, I have starter lessons and names of the modules as well. So that's pretty much it. I hope you liked my presentation on my Edmodo profile. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Goodbye.